Good morning, YouTube. So, weekly weird news didn't do very well, and I don't mind trying to do it again. But I think from now on we're going to do something different. We're going to do a podcast. So every Wednesday from now on, for the foreseeable future, I'm going to try and do a podcast. This week it's just me. Next week I should have a guest. I've spoken to them already, and they're excited to do it. So we shall hopefully see if we can actually get some time to record, because this person was going to be part of my sort of training montage originally during the Road to Regionals, but obviously COVID happened and that didn't happen. So yeah, so hopefully we can get them in a call. We'll do a chat together. We'll see how things are going. We'll go from there. This video is just going to literally be a chat. So if you don't want to watch it, leave. I'm gonna make you. But yeah, if you just put it on the radio, so you just put this on your phone when you're driving, like, yeah, just sit back, enjoy my rusty voice, and we shall see where we go from there. So yeah, so for a little bit of weekly weird news, I suppose. Team Samurai X, Sam himself, he won the remote duels. He got first place with dinosaurs of all things. Congratulations to the man. I'll give the man his due. He's an exceptionally good duelist. He's a bit of a showboater. He's a bit over the top, but he's definitely a good duelist. So give him that. He's got a few tops before. He's not. This is something I found really funny. People are going like, "Oh, he's never done anything before." No, he's actually a good duelist. But my wife's randomly yelling at me over there. Yeah, he's a good duelist. I just realised this is all like wonky. I wonder if Vincent's been in today. Vincent's been in here today. Maybe. Can't fix it. But yeah. So congratulations, Sam. If you will. So I've been saying for a while to the wife, I'm going to do a podcast. It's going to be a Sunday morning thing where I was going to come down. I was probably once we get the subscribers, I'll go live. So what we'll do is once we hit our 1,000 subscribers, I'll probably start doing this live maybe on a Sunday. Try and get guests involved, as that'd be. I like that. I'd like to have an actual conversation. And this is going to be a conversation between card games. This is not necessarily a Yu-Gi-Oh thing. It's not necessarily a Pokemon thing. Not necessarily a Magic the Gathering thing. Not necessarily a Digimon thing. We'll hopefully get Digimon soon. So it won't be a Keyforge thing. This will just be a discussion about card games. So it's just essentially going to be like, hey, I like Pokemon. I like Yu-Gi-Oh. You guys know what I do? Well, here's my guest, XYZ, and they're into Magic the Gathering. And they're going to tell us a lot about themselves. They're going to tell us about the channel. They're going to try and have a chat, and then we'll just go through the things currently going topics. So they might be like, look, I don't know anything about Pokemon. And I'll be like, okay, well, this is what's currently happening in Pokemon. Tell me what's happening in Magic. Or Card Game Voice. Tell me what's going on. So that's what's going to happen, hopefully. So this is where I need you guys to help me out. I know a lot of you guys who subscribe to me subscribe to other Yu-Gi tubers and MTG tubers. I have no idea what Magic tubers. I have no idea what they class as gathering tubers. We do Pokemon tubers. We got Vanguard tubers, whatever you want to call them. I need you guys to go out there and go, hey, look, I'm subscribed to a guy called Agito Swiftly Gaming. He's opening up his podcast to anyone and everyone who has a YouTube channel that has at least some videos on there. Not necessarily have to be a big YouTuber. They have to be a small YouTuber. Just, so I can physically go to their channel and go, okay, because this person put some effort in. Let's get on the channel, let's have a talk. Now, this is coming from me, Mr. Well, at one point 80 subscribers, now 79, because I can't seem to get over 80. Apparently I hit 80 and then it just drops like 5. It goes back up to 80 and it drops like a couple. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get near 100, but we're not doing very well so far. But, small steps, we'll get there one day. But that's it. I want to have a conversation with anyone in the card game niche. And this comes from me today watching, and I said to the wife not too long ago, even closer by, that I need to do it because it's going to be something that I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to enjoy just sitting here, talking to you guys. I've already got like a thumbnail in my head of what I want it to be, so I have to try and figure out if I can draw that, and if not, I have to try and figure out if someone can draw that for me. Commissions available. So yeah, that's what's going to go on. I want it to be successful. I don't need to be billions of people listening to this, but yeah, if I can get consistent like 50 to 60 to 100 people like every week just tuning in to listen to a middle-aged man complain about children's card games, then I'm going to be a happy middle-aged man. So that's there. But yeah, so I was watching Pack's video today. I always forget the other guy's name. I don't know why, because the other guy's just as good, if not just as funny. The other guy's hilarious. I will put like a here, just sort of say who it is. and they're on about like the cost of being a Yu-Gi tuber. Now, obviously, what you can tell, I mostly do Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and Pokemon stuff on the side. Originally, it was the other way around. I was doing Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh. I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh a bit more, and then the issue I've realised that my camera keeps going higher and higher. Keep looking at me. Thank you very much. And yeah, so that's kind of what's happened with me. Also, I'm going grey in the face. God damn it, I'm only 31. Yeah. So I like to do market watches. I'm happy to do either Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. And that's for me. I'm going to be honest with you. When Digimon comes out in the TCG, which is a good chance it is, as the Japanese hobby stores have been told they're no longer allowed to sell outside of Japan via Bandai, and that's normally one of two reasons. One, they've had complaints from the commission saying like, "Hey, look, we've not got enough stock in for playability," which, as you can tell, is probably quite a big issue, especially if you're only printing like so many packs. And obviously, when it gets spread out across the world, it's going to make things a lot harder. It also inflates the price of cards, makes the game harder to play because you just physically can't play. So that's one thing. The other thing is they also do this when they're going to actually introduce this into a different region. So, for instance, hey, we can't sell to Europe anymore. That normally means, hey, look, we're going to actually start selling these products at some point relatively soon in that region. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to doing Digimon stuff in the near future. Wife's going to kill me, but she knows this already. I've told her this as soon as we found out. And I think in March when they first announced Digimon was going to happen. No, she's in bed. It's okay. She'll get me. She'll see it tomorrow. She'll yell at me then. So yeah, as I said, this is more of a card game channel as opposed to it just being a specifically Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. And that's my own fault. If I'd just stuck to Pokemon, this probably would have been a more successful channel. If I'd only ever done Yu-Gi-Oh, this might have been a more successful channel. And then obviously if I only ever Digimon, this would have been possibly a more successful channel. But because I decided to sort of spread myself out like I shouldn't have done, because I'm smart, I kind of dwindle. That's okay. I mean, there's a couple of people who subscribe to me who had like the same amount of subscribers then as I do now, and they're like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 like subscribers. It's like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'll get there one day. I promise. I promise. I swear. But it's hard to do. And the one of the biggest things, and I hate this, I'm going to be honest, I hate when people like go onto like the card selling sites on like Facebook and they're like, "Yo guys, I do pack opening. Come watch my stuff, man. It's really good." So I hate that. And then they're like, "You need to do that." And it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be like selling my soul for the lowest penny. That's how it feels to me. But it isn't. It's just I think I don't like using someone else's platform as a platform for myself. And you probably think that's silly. You need to learn from something. You need to do something. And yeah, you definitely are need to do something like that. But I just can't do it. It's like if you ever see me, like you never will. You never see me, as in this channel, talk on other YouTubers' accounts, because I will use my personal YouTube channel to watch them, and then I sometimes will watch them off this channel. That's not the issue. But I will almost never ever talk to another Yu-Gi tuber or PokeTuber or anything from this account. Because I don't want people thinking, oh, he's only talking to these people because he wants more clout, or he wants some attention, or he wants to do this, that, and the other. Which is why I use my private account, because I don't want anyone to ever turn around to me and go like, the only reason you did X, Y, and Z is because such and such came down here and talked about you, or here such and such, like messed with you or something like that. And I'm not interested in that. But so back to the original point of this little segment. So I was watching the Pack. Newest podcast with his friend, who I still forgot. Name will be somewhere at some point in this video, I swear. Probably in the description as well. And they were going about like the cost of being a Yu-Gi tuber. And they're like, how much have you put a cost on your setup without the packs and stuff? And he's like, oh, I probably spent like $1,500 to like $2,000 on just the setup. So it's like sound, that's lighting, that's camera, possibly computer. I don't really know what he said. I have no idea what it's doing this. Wee-oo. 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 Look at my bald head. Wee-oo. There you go. That would do. Mike says it was terrible today just because I just kind of rushed this. It's very late at night on Tuesday, so we're going to tomorrow. Either way, just so you guys get some content for tomorrow. I was going to do weekly wins, but as I said, it wasn't very good. And so I'll just give you some hints of like what I'm paying. So I've paid for my PC, which was, when it came out, was like $650. This is a couple of years old now. TV. I don't use a monitor, I use a TV. When that was new, that was like 400. I use a Blue Yeti microphone. I'm sure you can understand the difference between the Blue Yeti microphone and like the original microphone I used to have. I should hope that the quality of sound is much better. But you need to let me know that. But this, for me, that was like a very slow thing that I did. Like originally, I didn't do any camera work because I didn't have a good camera. I had like an old, real crappy Logitech camera from like 2010. That actually back in the day wasn't that bad. It had like I think 360p, which you're thinking like, yeah, that's awful. Like back in the day, 360p was really good for a webcam. So now I've got a newer Logitech. I got a Logitech I think like 922, which is like 4K rendering. And it comes with a built-in microphone. Don't use the microphone. Microphone's terrible. Just like a constant echoing sound. Although you get that kind of with the Blue Yeti as well, but that's because I don't ever have it like right next to my face. So I can talk to you guys like this. I don't like to do this. I think this is weird. But I like to talk sort of away. As if we're having a conversation. So yeah, so like the Blue Yeti was like 110. The camera I think was like 70. So just for like the basic setup, and the light was like 25. It's just a bog standard. Let me show you. It's just a bog standard backlighting. Woo, blind you guys. Yeah, just a bog standard light. Nothing special. I have when we was in the older room before we moved into this one, because we kind of stole it from the children. They weren't living here at the time, so we was like, yeah, we'll have the bigger room. Make some more space for us just to be able to do things in here, and then the little one can have his room in there, and then children decide like, hey, we actually want to come back and stay with you guys more. It's like, god damn it, we just changed the rooms over. So yeah, so they're all in the small room. Oh no, naughty us. But now we actually have a bedroom to ourselves, which is quite nice. So yeah, so like just the setup itself for me, it was like 1,000, like 400 ish. Just the basics, and that was definitely going to be. Like this is basic. Excuse me. I'm okay. It's just very dry talking for like 12 minutes constantly with my raspy ass voice. Definitely should be doing this. The name of the podcast, if we haven't already seen it, will be something like coffee and card games, or like coffee, card games and chill, or chilling card games and coffee. Just lots of repetitive sceners. So hopefully when I do one of these, hopefully the next one I'll be actually drinking a coffee, so you can guys actually feel more sophisticated with your drinky poos. But yeah, just on the setup alone, we're going to get I always will tangent off because I can. Yeah, looking at least like 1.2, like 1.4. And there's things I want to do, but this is going to be a long scheme thing. So like, you know, I need to first of all, to do some of these things, I need to get monetized, which would be like get my 1,000 subscribers, get my hours in. So I have to do 4,000 hours of viewed watch time. Which doesn't sound like a lot. If you have 1,000 subscribers and they all watch minimum 4 hours of your content during a year, that will be your hourly. That will be your yearly watch time. Now we started this channel in January. We started this channel January 31st, 2020. It is now the 25th of August 2020, which means this channel has been alive for just less than 8 months. But like, you know, in literally a week's time, we'll be over 8 months old. The issue we have is obviously I don't have the views, I don't have the subscribers. We'll get there. Might take a couple of years, but we'll get there. Definitely should have brought a drink up. God damn dog. Can't get a drink. Right, wife has offered me drink. Trunk it, the name of the bottle off it, so no one knows where I work. I didn't think of this when she gave me the bottle. So, refreshing cold ice water. So yeah, so that's like the long plan, because we didn't get there, was too many choking to death. Was I'm going to get an actual on-the-go camera. So when events are real, I can go there with an actual camera setup. I can take people to that corner where they have events where like the smelly people are with the decks. We go do that. I can do like little skits. I'm going to message like the people, well I say the people, the owners of the stores in my local area that aren't very local. Be like, hey look, I want to do like a day with you guys. Do you mind if I do like a life in the day of a card market owner, or do you mind if I come down and play some games? Obviously record. Obviously, not everyone wants to have their stuff recorded, so it also has to have those people. But essentially, I need to have an actual working camera setup. So I think the cheapest I was looking at there was like another £500 to £600. The Ultra is helping, I swear. So there, just for like the setup of the basicness, there's £2,000 right there. And then you got to think of like, people are going like, oh, I spent like $1,000. Yeah, the same equivalent is what I've spent on like my basic rig. So when you're saying $2,000, I'll try again. To me, that's like, in conversion rates, no, $2,000 would be roughly what I spent on what my basic stuff now. So $3,000 would be what I'm looking to spend on like my next step up, which would be the camera to go forwards, as well as a few other things. Possibly like a boom mic, possibly a like small lighting system. There possibly maybe a small, I'm going to say generator, not necessarily a generator, but a electrical travel box that you normally see sort of like on roadsides. Technically, I'd ask my father if I could borrow his one, but you should not be asking father for anything. So there we go. But yeah, so next step would be obviously how can I do this mobile? That would be the next step. Obviously, I'm going to be honest now, I've got a nice newer phone. Camera quality in this is actually really good. Not as good as that, but I think it's like 720 on the back and like 520 on the front, or 560 on the front, where it is. Probably lower my P ratios before I start doing this. So they're clinking. Oh, so dry. If you didn't know this, I'm literally in a very small space here. I want to say small, it's not too bad. It's like 6 by 3. And then, but this wall here is actually the back of the boiler. So it's very warm in this corner. And then I've got a heat light on in the front of me, so I'm just getting constant heat bashing. So yeah, I'm just drying out to death here. So that's why next time we have this little conversation, gentlemen and ladies, we'll be having a coffee. And hopefully it'll make me feel better. And also we won't be having a coffee at 10:30 at night, because that'd be silly. I've got to get for work in the morning. So, back from the tangent. So, yeah, so just the rig and everything else, that's like just going to cost me over 2,000 all in. I'm sure that the wife's over there, like, thinking how to beat me up in my sleep. Because no, she's awake now. And she's giggling at me. Which means it's true. She's going to beat me when I'm asleep. Send help. I mean, it's too late now. I mean, you're going to get this in the morning. I've already got beat at this point, so here's to me. And then if you think about, okay, well, you open stuff on the channel, and I do. And averagely, an opening for me costs about £100. So anywhere between 100 and like 110 is my average for an opening. The last Pokemon one was brought by the wife. So the double weekend, we got two boosters each. That was like just under £200. There, that was the wife specifically. As I mentioned to her in the past, sort of like jokingly, I was like, hey, you don't put any money into this anymore, which is a joke, because if you've seen quite a few of the openings in the last like 6 to 8 weeks, I'd say at least a good half of those were from her, especially with Pokemon. But the Father's Day stuff was from her. The stuff like a little bit before that was Pokemon-wise was also from her. She just got those 2 booster boxes. She's also going to get in the Steel collection that I was going to get myself on Friday, which she's brought that for me instead. So that will be open on the channel at some point. It might be just randomly put in next week, because fingers crossed I should be getting my allocation of tins this weekend for the 2020 Lost Thoughts tins, or Lost Theory, or Lost Promos tins, because that's basically what they are now. Should have been promos. So hopefully I'll be getting a notification in the morning saying, hey look, processed your order, you'll be out to you for Friday. Fingers crossed. Now I'm at work Friday, so you'll just get a regular video on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, you'll get the first 2. You might get a double on Monday, so you'll get your market watch on Monday, and then you'll probably get your box opening in the afternoon, and then you'll probably get a box opening on Tuesday, and then you'll get the podcast on Wednesday, which hopefully will have my first guest, a more successful YouTuber than myself, although he didn't know this at the time. So I was going through his stuff. So basically, I work with this guy, and he did things like a year ago, and he never bothered with it, or he got bothered by it. I'm not really sure which. I think he was getting a bit upset, because he was cracking things open, he was selling it, I don't think he actually enjoyed doing it anymore, which is perfectly fine. You don't always enjoy doing things like that. I don't think he was making it the money back from what he was putting into the channel. I sell none of the things I open, so I definitely don't get any money back from the channel. Yeah, so he wasn't happy with that. He stopped doing it. When I was trying to like sort of race with him with the channel, I think this is where I roughly hit about 50 subscribers. I said to him, you've got like 159 subscribers. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, you're doing really well. And he's like, I haven't put anything on the channel for like 6 months. I was like, oh. I was like, well, I've got more views than you have, but I don't have as many subscribers. But I think it's got like six or seven like videos on his channel. Might have a few more than that, but he's got like I think a third of what I've got. This isn't boasting. I just throw a lot of videos. In like the last 4 months, I've missed one day, and YouTube was just like, you had a day off. Yeah, I've done it like consistently for 3 days, and like some of those had double videos. You're dead to me. So yeah, so I lost a lot of things to having like one day off. But maybe never again, or maybe always again. Oh, okay, camera's gonna be funny. You're gonna do this, aren't you? Where's the focus? There you go. So I am the focus. So there's that. So hopefully we're having a little chat. We'll be going through things like how do we get into the game, what you like to do in the game, how you doing in the game, are you hustling in the game. So with that. Anyway, back to PAX video, which is gonna be a lot of this. Hope you guys like just random tangents, because this is what the random tangent is gonna be like. Because yeah. Goddamn, this is one not regular Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way, because I can't do the goddamn combos because I like start doing off. It's like, I'm gonna start another combo halfway through. It's like, you just killed your combo, mate. Pokemon's easier. Let's just say that Pokemon's a lot easier. So they're like, yeah. So you pay for your stuff, you pay for your packs. That's what's going with that. And so like I must have spent like I want to say over £1,000 at this point just on content for the channel. So that's like 3,000. I feel like maybe a bit more than that. So maybe like 3.5 just on the channel. That's just on this channel that has 79 subscribers, nearly 10,000 views though, so that's quite good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's quite good. No video of mine has hit over 1,000 watches yet, which is annoying because there's a couple of videos that are like, there's one that's like 989 and it will never go up because it was the let's summarise what's going to be in the Toon Chaos set, and then I was right, and then basically the second that it was announced, which was like 3 or 4 days later, my views went from being like 200 a day to being like, no, someone else has already told us what's in there. We don't want to talk to you anymore. And then they've got a couple around 800, which are like polls and stuff, and then people are like, you misled us. It's like, I never said I pulled these. These are just have been pulled. So the wife says like, you shouldn't put things in your context here because the context is misleading. It's like, I would have put if I pulled them. There'd been a picture of me with a very happy face going, I pulled all these collector's rares. Sucks to be you, bitches. I have a fear the next podcast will not have the wife in the background, so she won't have to listen to all the jokes. So she'll have to actually watch it in the following week, because I think she'll have to take care of the child while I do the business. Anyway, not being grumpy. I promise. I promise not being grumpy. But my next goal is to get like one video that hits like 1,000 views. That's all I want. If that's like the end of my career, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I got 1,000 views from 1,000 random people. I'm happy with that. I did my best. It wasn't the best, but I did my best. So there's that. Yeah. So we're currently hoping to get to 100 subscribers, get 1,000 views on the video, hopefully get this podcast off the ground. Obviously, it's just me talking to the camera. It'll only ever be on YouTube. Like, I'm not going to try and put it on like SoundCloud. I'm not going to try and put it on like iTunes. I'm not going to try and put it on like Google Play or whatever, or Google Music, whatever it's called, or Amazon Music. It's just YouTube. So basically, put it on your phone, flip your phone down, say, God damn this, I ain't watching this guy's ugly face, and then just carry on for the rest of the day. I promise you, this is just water. I'm just a grumpy person as a natural sort of state of mind. Was laughing in the background, so I think she knows this is true. So yeah, so tangent number 17. So here we go. So PAX goddamn video. So here we go. Pac-Man, I'm just going to say this, you're getting some advertisement, mate. You don't need it, but you're getting it from me. And then we're going like, this is how, like, so you spend all your stuff in your rig, spend stuff in your content. And he's like, what do you make? And he's like, well, I have a full-time job. And I have a full-time job. I work a 48-hour week with commuting, which I live not too far away to me. So I walk to work there and back. It's like 2 kilometres, so it's 2 kilometres kind of downhill in the morning. It's 2 kilometres uphill after a 12-hour shift. So let's just say it takes a lot longer to get home than it does to get to work. So average commute time, give or take, is probably like 50 minutes, just because it's like 20 in the morning, then like half an hour in the back because you're just tired. So averagely, I'm out of the house for just under 13 hours a day. But I only do that 4 out of 8 days, so I can't complain too much there. But I can't give up that job to like sit in front of the computer all day and go like, I'm going to be a YouTuber, because as you can kind of tell, I've been doing this for like consecutively now for 4 months and like 79 views. I ain't paying next week's rent, kind of thing, you know. So I'm gonna have a full-time job. Now, technically, I do make full-time content. So you normally get a video a day. Every video is over the minimum of 10 minutes normally. I have obviously reached a few videos that have been like 1 minute snippets, so I've said the minisodes. And there were a couple of episodes the other week that were like 5 minutes long, which I thought like, hey, let's try something new, let's try something shorter, maybe 10 to 15 minutes is kind of a bit long for people. I'd understand like time is of urgency for a lot of people, in all fairness, and this is how it goes. So if I make a video that's 20 minutes long, well, let's rephrase that. So if I make an opening video that's like 25 minutes long, we'll do the opening, we'll tidy up. If there's something else, so like last week's where we had the double box opening, so we opened the first box, we tied it up, we put things away, we open the next box. That was probably about an hour or so of recording. After that hour or so of recording, I then edit it. Although, because it was, I didn't have to, I edited the following day. Content, baby. And then the next day, so then I'll go through both of those videos fully, edit them, try to take out any bits that I missed, or shorten them down where they don't need to be, so I'll take off the edges. If there's like a random break in the middle, like say where I stopped to like tidy up a little bit because it was just like too many packs, or there's too much cards on the table, so I'll give them to my partner, my wife, who is currently in bed giggling at me. You know, there's like maybe 2 or 3 minutes during that video where, like, you know, there's no point you listening to me saying to her, "Oh, you okay there? You've got the cards." I didn't throw that card at you intentionally, but this one I did. That never happened. She threw cards at me, I promise. So that's that basically. So that's like another hour. So that's 2 hours of editing, and then I'll do the rendering. So that's like half an hour of rendering, maybe an hour, depending on how the computer's running. The computer runs pretty good to me when it renders. It just can be a pain in the ass. It wants to be. Or you get like a random thing where it's like, oh hey, this random like video clip you had here isn't going to render for some reason, just randomly. No reason why, just doesn't want to render. You're like, okay, so you have to go back, you have to re-edit that part, you have to put it back in. So there's probably another 15 to 20 minutes. And that one. So this one video is half an hour to record, half an hour to edit. Hopefully it renders through properly, so it's like 20 minutes. Says an hour 20. Then you upload it to YouTube, depending on what time of day you upload it to YouTube, depends how long it's going to take. If I upload it sort of like the time like these, which is like midnight-ish, it's like 20 minutes for a 20-minute video, maybe 25. And then occasionally you'll get the odd time, especially in the day. Like if you try and upload like a 15-minute video during the day, it's like an hour and a half like upload time because everyone's on the internet. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's that. And then I have to wait for it to finish uploading, and then I'll be like, okay, I've done that. Now I need to put like the end credits in so you guys can like click on things and subscribe. Yeah, we're 29 minutes into this video. I'll tell you to subscribe. Be like now. Like, comment, subscribe. Share if you can. Everything helps me out. I promise. Everything you do helps me out. And that's what Pac was saying. Pac's been playing professionally for like a year. And he's won like a PPG. He's won a couple of online tournaments since then. The guy's running around with Inferno Noble Knights kicking people in the face. With his new deck. It looks really good. Like, I'm trying to build it myself. Just trying to get my hands on the smoke grenades are ridiculous at the moment because people want like 25 quid for like one that's been chewed by the dog. But I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm hoping they reprint it in like a higher rated than common. So then all the commons are like, ah, well, I guess they're collectible now, but they're not as cool as this shiny super rare one. Ooh. Or an ultra smoke grenade. Or OTS pack 14. Ultimate smoke grenade. Konami, get on it. Get on it right now. You'll make people happy. Make me happy. I'll buy all your stock of 14s, please. I want at least a playset of the Ultimates. So that's that. So you're looking like, depending on my average video like upload is probably like an hour and a half, and like obviously on bigger stuff like box openings and stuff and recording all that, you're probably looking like 2 to 3 hours, and then all the front and everything else. So essentially, if you see a video, it's like, oh, it's a 30-minute video. Just triple it, and that's probably the average time. But it's already a 30-minute video, and this is not going to get edited at all. I'm literally going to throw it into my software system, which I just use Resolve. I don't use anything else currently, as I don't think there's much point. I don't do any like fancy editing. I just do basic bystandiness, which is intro. Normally my intro song, my intro theme, which I probably will change at some point in the future because we're already at Dragoon right now. My little intro, like, hey guys, thanks for seeing me, thanks for coming, please like, subscribe, comment, we're going to do this today, probably a market watch, probably not a market watch, hey look, someone did something silly. Then you go into the chat, like the actual main bit of the video, which is like my 10 to 15 minute segment. Then I'll come back out and go like, hey, thanks for watching, if you guys have enjoyed, please like, subscribe, peace out, all that shit, all that jazz, and then, you know, outro music. Hope you guys like the Pokemon. I like the Pokemon. I think the wife liked the Pokemon too. After that, done. Go render, go send, go have fun. So, I feel like I do full-time content. I don't do like 3 videos a day. I don't do 2 videos a day. Not all the time. I actually do 2 videos a day, but I would generally try and make sure you guys get 1 video a day. You know, it doesn't always come out at the same time, just because sometimes I'll be like, look, it's been a long week at work. I just want to come home, sit down, fall over, and I'll record in the morning. And then I'll get up at like 10 PM. I'll be like, you know what? I haven't played such and such before. I want to go play such and such. And I was like, okay. And I'll play it till like 2 in the morning. And it's like, oh, god damn it. And I'll go to bed. And then the little one will come in at like 7, beat me up for like half an hour. Demand his chocolate milk. Demand breakfast. Demand toasty cheese sandwiches. Then some more chocolate milk, because you'll have a second bottle of chocolate milk with that toasted cheese sandwich. And then, if the wife isn't already downstairs, like, saving me, she'll be shortly downstairs saving me. And then she'll need saving from him. Next thing you know, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. I haven't done a video yet. So I come upstairs, quickly do a video, send it to you guys, get 1 view. It's like, you know what? You can't say I didn't try. And that's where we go. So, yeah, I like to think that I at least try. My content isn't always going to be like hours worth of content shortened down to like a 20-minute video. 9 times out of 10 it is literally like, hey look, you got the raw footage, I'll just take off like the 10 seconds here, the 15 seconds there, like the weird like breaking audio here. And that's normally what it is. It's very much, we did it live. I don't need to drink this whole bottle. Oh, that can't be good. I think we've been chatting non-stop for nearly 35 minutes. Thanks for listening. And then the other guy's done the exact opposite. Like, he basically quit his job to be a full-time streamer and YouTuber. His name will be in the description, I swear. Because I can't remember. I can't keep putting his name up on this page here. It's just me here. I'll just put it on the wall for you. Just slap it on the wall. Like, hey, that's this guy right here. Him. Yeah, he did the opposite. So me and Pack are very much simple. The biggest difference between me and Pack is obviously a very good player. He's got a fan base. The guy's quite funny. I'm quite funny, I swear. I'm hilarious. And then the other guy's obviously like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to go full head first into this. I'm going to just be a streamer. I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm just going to get it done. And I feel like he's done a good job. Like you saw when I was watching the video, you saw us. Oh, obviously link the video in the description. He was showing you stuff like, you know, he's got twin microphones here. They're very good microphones. I think they're like £600 microphones each. I mean, if you go for quality, you want quality. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, you want the quality. But for now, I'm going to use my White Yeti. If I ever get to a point where I need that extra sort of edge, I might have to say, hey, look, we're not going to do any openings for like a month or two. I need to like essentially convert like this £400 or £500 I'm going to spend in opening videos into actual tech for the videos. I hope people understand. But I think that's not the... I mean, currently I've got such a small subscriber base that I don't think that necessarily matters as such. I think if I didn't like spend anything on here and just did market watches Monday to Friday, and then did like random nonsensical things on Saturday and Sunday, like this is going on Wednesday though, so it's okay, right? I'd have to live that way. And then once I've got everything back in place, it's like, hey, look, I've still got the terrible camera. That'll have to do for a bit longer. It's not a terrible camera, it's a good camera. It's just not a high definition Kodak camera or like Panasonic camera or a Sony or a... I have the proper name for it over here somewhere. I can't remember what the actual camera I'm trying to get is. I was looking at it because my sister's ex, I'm so good friends with the guy, he is a photographer. And I was saying to him, hey, I want a photography camera that can also convert into a camera, like an actual video camera. He's like, oh yeah, most of them do that nowadays. I was like, well, I want a medium range one. He goes like, I can give you the name of a good one that I use at work. He said it's probably like more upper end medium than it is medium. I was like, yeah, how much? And he's like, oh, they're like £500. I was like, oh. So I don't want to record some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, man. So that'll be the next venture. But Pac's currently in a situation where Pac's like, I don't really want to start working full time because the money's really, really good compared to what I'd be getting on YouTube. And he's young. He said like he's only just graduated university or college. I'm not sure how he wants to word it because of where he lives. I believe he's American, or at least he lives in America. And like he wants to do it. In all fairness, what he should do, I'm not telling him like this is what you need to do. But you probably look at it like this way. He goes like, look, I earn really good money for what I'm doing right now. What I need to do is I need to just do this job for so long to the point of where I can like buy my house and I'm comfortable. And then if I don't want to do this job in like 10 years time, I've bought the house, I've got myself sorted, I can happily just go do YouTube stuff now for the rest of my life, and that would like pay the bills. So like it'll pay my electric, pay my gas, pay my food, pay my enjoyments of like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff as such. And then there we go. Your life goal should never be to work till you retire. Your life goal should always be make your life as easy as possible, so if anything happens between then and retirement, you're okay. Now I say this, and I haven't done that, but one day, hopefully soon, I'll be able to sort this out. So which brings me on to my next thing. So Pac's video is great. I'm going to link it in the description, as I said. Funny video. It's a 30-minute video. Please do watch it. Give the guy some more support. He definitely deserves the support from all of you guys. Excuse my water dribbling. So this was literally a full bottle when we started this like drinking session like 25 minutes ago, and there's like literally that much left at the bottom. So I need to go refill this, put more ice in for my wife because she's devastated I've now drank all her nighttime water. It's just water with ice in, I swear. It's nighttime water because she'll wake up at 2 in the morning and have a drink. And unlike my nan, the poor thing, who would always leave like a little glass of water out, and I'm not joking, like 9 times out of 10 she'd wake up like in the middle of the night and there'd be a muff in it. Don't know why, wasn't any muffins in the area, but it'd find her drink. Every single time. So, I spoke to Stay Classy today. As you already know, I'm a tiny, tiny, tiny YouTuber. I ain't going to ask anyone for anything for free. Which is true. I'd happily put this conversation up on there, but I don't want you guys finding out who I am. Not just yet, give it a few more years. Or at least till I win something. And it's like, hey look, I'm a massive fan of what you guys do. I mean, let's face it, if you've not had a look at Stay Classy, I'll put a link in the description. I'll probably put some pictures of their stuff here. They just recently released the Sunlight Wolf field sensor, and it looked fantastic. Like I was thinking, like, sod this, I'm just going to buy one now. Don't tell the wife. It'll turn up and be like, yeah, they must have got it wrong somehow and figured out my address and my PayPal and well, it's here now, so we can't send it back, can we? Yeah, I said to her about it. She goes, ask Santa for it, and Santa said no. And Santa said no because it's not too expensive, but obviously it's like the shipping cost of it getting it from America to England is like kind of like that weird thing. It's like, well, it's not terrible. It's just not great priced. I think all in it's about 40-ish, maybe like 38 to get from America to England. It's fantastic though. I mean, I don't know how durable they are. I've not had one yet. I'm hoping to. Anyway, tangent for this finished. I'm not. My wife's dying over there because she hasn't got her water because I've stolen it. So that she's just dying in that corner, fussing the cat. Poor thing. So yes, that's that. And I was like, you guys do a fantastic job. I love it. Are you going to do an Inferno Night Emperor Charles? Look, I know I'm jumping the gun here by a couple of years, but if you were, I'd definitely buy that one. Yes, hype. Yes, I'm one of these people. Calm down. Calm down. Zodiac next, probably. Yeah, I'll probably buy a Zodiac one if they got like a nice one, like Trident. And they're like, oh, if we get enough people saying like they're interested in it, we're happy looking to doing it, but obviously we're not thinking about it currently right now. Bombard them with nice messages about how you want Emperor Charles. Nice messages like please and thank you, you savages. Be respectful. So yeah, if you like me, you want to go upset them by just being very polite to them and asking for this car. Asking, not demanding. You say, hey, look, Agito Swiftly was like, yo, I heard you guys. If we pester you enough, we'll do it. Pester politely. Maybe we have to like do a poll or something or a petition. Like, hey, nice people at Stay Classy. If we get like 1,000 signatures, would you make 100 of these for us, please? And they have to fight to the death for the goddamn cards. So anyway. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to get one. Obviously, they probably won't make one for a couple of years. Oh, I'll just bite the bullet and I'll buy this Sunlight Wolf. So I got home, told the wife about it. She's like, yeah, they look really nice. You're going to get yourself one? I was like, yeah. As soon as I put the page on, sold out. God damn it. Sorry, children in bed, yes, I should be careful. I shouldn't go banging things. I promise this is just water. There's nothing in it. It's just purely water. It tastes a little bit metallic. It's not lead, I promise. It's probably just like stainless steel. It's irony. Good for the kidneys. I don't know what iron's good for. Not hair, because my hair's fell out. But yeah, so like Sunlight Wolf, goddamn beautiful. Thank you, John, for showing that off on your channel. I was going to send him a message to say, hey, look, I don't know how this works here, but if I can get like number 17 or number 100, like I'd be really happy if I get either one of those. Like if I can request a number, I'd be a fan. But no, the sold out. So I can't even request a number. So that's it. I think that's what we've done for today on this podcast. It's been a 42-minute podcast already. It's mostly been me rambling for like 35 of those minutes. There's been some content. So Pack did a video with his friend. Name will be here somewhere. They basically went like, can you do a career on YouTube if you've already got a full-time career? The answer is you can. Doesn't always work. Sometimes you should work and then do this on the side, which is what technically what I do. Sam won an online tournament. Congratulations, Sam. You did a very good job. I will link the deck profile he used down below as well, just so you guys can say, hey, how did he win? Dinosaurs, man. He won with dinosaurs. Of all the things that's currently going around slapping people in the face, who would have thought dinosaurs? Although I've been saying for like last month or so, apparently dinosaurs are doing stuff, and apparently it was Sam's dinosaurs were doing stuff. And last but not least, Stay Classy, looking classy. Link will be in the description as well, if you want to buy anything from them, guys. Hell, if you can let them know that I sent you, I don't know how you can tell them, because there's no way to physically talk to the people if you're ordering from them, unless you literally message them on Facebook. Please be pleasant if you do. Just say, hey, Agito Swiftly sent me here. He said you guys do amazing content, amazing field centers, which they honestly do. Like, even if you just like the look of them, they look great. And like, hey, if they do Inferno Night Emperor Charles and they want to send me one for maybe the cost of shipping, look, I'm not saying free, I'm saying the cost of shipping here, I'll happily take them up on their offer. I mean, I was suggesting it earlier. But with that being said, guys, peace out. You're going to have a massive long video tomorrow. It's going to take me 4 days to render somehow. Get it out in the morning for you. I'll get one view, and it'll be for 17 seconds. So, peace out. Have a good night. Have a good Thursday. No, have a good Tuesday. So, Wednesday. One of these days. Have a good weekday. And we will talk tomorrow about... I'm not saying we're probably going to do a Market Watch, because it should be technically the first official day of it being out. So, hope you got your Dragoons. Goodbye.